level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up.
Welcome to the Level Up Your Finance Experience with Coach Cherie, real estate and financial expert. And let's just get right into it. Today we are talking about how to level up your finances. And I'm going to share with you 3 tips on leveling up that finances as we close out the end of this year and getting ready for the next year. I know some of us, including myself, always want to go to the next level with our finances. So let's talk about some of the ways that you can take to actually leveling up your finances. Okay, let's get right into it. So, number 1, the first thing that I'm going to share with you guys as far as my level up your finances would be creation. So let's kind of dive into that a little bit. So as we're talking about creation, you guys, I want you to think about creation. Creation, creation, creation. What do you create? What can you create? You know, and that's really coming from you. What's so funny and amazing is that we were all born with gifts and we were all giving different gifts, and everybody is so unique. You know, we're unique individuals and we all have our own gifts. And what's so funny that I like to share, you guys, is that I really didn't think that I had any gifts, because in my mind I was thinking of gifts as being maybe you can sing, maybe you can rap, maybe you can play an instrument. And so that's how I saw gifts. And then, you know, one day God sat me down and he was like, wait a minute, baby girl, you're full of gifts, okay? And I learned that I could teach really well. I learned that I knew a lot about real estate. I learned that I could influence and motivate and encourage. And all of these things are gifts. So let's think about what of those things that you are good at where you can create. Because a part of leveling up your finances, number 1 would be creation. You need to create income. Okay, whether you're working a 9 to 5 or your own business, or maybe you're working a 9 to 5 in your own business, or maybe you're just working a 9 to 5 and you want to know how can I get more extra money without getting a second job, or maybe working a bunch of overtime because you still got a life, right? So that's where creation coming in. You need to find ways where you can create income. Now, we all know there's a zillion things that you can do for income, and not just working for someone. And don't think that I'm saying that you cannot work for anybody, because there's nothing wrong for having an employer, you know. So definitely nothing's wrong with that. But I am saying that creation is going to be a big part of your leveling up your finances. You need to think of ways that you can create more income. What is it that you're good at? What do people come to you for? What type of advice do you bring? What are you more knowledgeable at? What are you more skilled at? You know, what are you passionate about? A lot of those things that are already in us are gonna be our creation. So you really need to tap into the creation and be able to generate more income outside of your income that you're already earning. Because remember, we're leveling up, so that we're going up. We are going up the ladder with this thing, okay? And so, like I said, you guys, creation, creation, creation. It is gonna be the biggest key to leveling up your finances. Number 2, let's talk about it. Okay, so once you start getting all that money, what are you gonna do with it? That's the question, right? So let me tell you, I have a lot of people that I hear just from working in the real estate industry and also working in the financial literacy industry. I hear a lot of people saying, well, if I can just make more money, if I can just get a better job paying X amount of dollars, blah, blah, blah. Well, and you know what? That may be good because you want to make more money. But the truth is, if you have not changed your mindset, then you are still going to have the same money problems, regardless if you're having another stream of income or not. I have seen people with 6 figures and have bad credit, and I also have seen them with no money saved. So the fact that you earn more does not help you to have more, okay? So you really want to know as far as how you can have more. Of course, you got to earn more, but you also have to know how to manage, okay? So that is step number 2, okay? Manage. We talked about creation, and now we're talking about manage. So what do I mean by that? Being able to manage your finances. You should know at all times how much money is coming in. And I know that is like basic 101, but I have asked hundreds of people, how much money do you make per month? How much money do you make per year? And let me tell you something. There's a lot of people out there that just do not know, okay? And if you don't know how much money is coming in, how can you possibly know how much money is coming out? Going out, how much money are you spending? So that is what I mean by managing. You need to get what's called a spending plan. We're not going to say the word budget because I know how some of you feel about the word budget, just like you hear the word diet, right? So we're going to say spending plan, and that is where you are basically managing your finances. Now you ask me, Cherie, where do I get this from? Okay, the truth is you can create your own spreadsheet, or you can do an app on your phone, a template, a spending plan template. It does not matter. Just use something, okay? I use every dollar because I like it. It's on my cell phone. And I also have a spreadsheet as well. But you have to be able to manage, know what's coming in and know what's going out. That way, you're able to look for the past couple of months to see, where have I spent my money on? Because you may notice that you may end up spending, hundreds of dollars on eating out, and now you wonder why you picked up a couple of pounds too. So, or you may notice that you're just spending money on junk fees. I looked at mine and I saw that I had a bunch of ATM fees, and I was like, wait a minute, this is the extra $2, $3, so, all of that adds up, So number 2 would be managing your finances, and that is an important key. As you see, it's right in the middle. It's the heart of leveling up your finances, because the more you make does not mean the more you're going to have, okay? Technically, if you don't change your mind, the more you make, the more you spend, okay? So we're going to jump right into number 3. And number 3 would be save the money, okay? So you have to save. So now you cannot really get to number 3 without creation first. So we got to create some money coming in, right? Okay, now after that, you definitely can't get to number 3 if you're not managing, okay? Because you're going to keep seeing that money dwindle away. It's going to keep going away and away and away. So it's very important that you be able to manage and then save. So always, 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 always pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. And I repeat again, pay yourself first, okay? However much you want to put aside from your earnings, whether you're working for someone, or you have side jobs, or you have your own business, you always want to pay yourself first before you pay your bills, before you pay whatever. It does not matter. You want to pay yourself first. And if you want to have a separate checking account, there's nothing wrong with that. Get you a checking account and pay yourself however much you want to pay yourself. Most people pay themselves about 10%. Some people do 8%. Anywhere between 8 to 15% is what you can pay yourself, and that would be money that you don't touch, So my recommendation, you guys, is that you would get an account where it's not, where you can't access it easily, okay? It's not connected to your bank account. You want to probably have it at a credit union way across town where they don't have multiple locations, and you don't even have a card for it, because the point is you really want to save, and you don't want to touch that money all the time, okay? So that's going to be very important, because you should really, okay, this is leveling up your finances. Whatever your mindset was, forget about it. We're going higher, okay? So you should have at least 4 to 6 months of living expenses. And if you do not have that, then this video is for you, okay? Because it's time to level up those finances. It's time to be able to create and reap the benefits and go on vacations and not live paycheck to paycheck anymore, and be able to buy investment properties and be able to invest your money in, you know, stocks and bonds, and have a retirement plan, and just live the life that you want to live. Now, how many want to live a financial free life? I know I do. So, and I can't lie about that. But that comes with taking these simple steps. This is the simple steps to leveling up your finances. And I am so glad to share this with you. And let me just let you know, this is just video 1, you guys. This is the introduction of leveling up your finances with Coach Cherie. And we're going to have more to come, because I cannot wait to teach, educate, and see your lives being transformed, you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me or comment on this video letting me know, are you going to implement any of these things? I want to hear personally from you. I want to hear your ideas. I want to hear your creation. I really want to hear your creation. And I want to hear how you handle managing your money and how is it making a difference. So I would love to hear from you guys. All right, till next time. See ya.
Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy.